What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play Cyber Knight's Flashpoint. It's time for Daedalus Bloc Part 7. Decided to not run anything off camera. We're just going to kind of plow through into the missions. As always, if you want to skip forward into the mission start, there are timestamps in the description below. We're just going to go ahead and blow through some time for a bit and try to stack up legworks here. We'll run this when the next legwork pops up at probably a similar time. Otherwise, we will let time tick forward. Yep, that's going to fail. I don't care. Hype limit break. Nice. We get level 3 of the co-processor, which is pretty solid. So even more crit chance, which is nice. Even more damage, which is nice. Cool. Limit break for use. You can get medical items too. Is kind of nice. No reason to puppet master this, I don't think. Actually, I have a million favors. I want to get... There we go. That's what I wanted this. I want her to be able to install other cybernetics so that I have another bed for other mid-tier options. And in fact, before I forget, because I kept forgetting actually, I need to put co-processors on a few more people. So you're not going on anything. You're fine. You've got a display link. You do. Someone I care about doesn't. You're in detox, and I think I should take you out. You've got one. You need one. Let me send you into surgery for some better eyes. Display link from Ash, relatively... I mean, yeah, I don't have a ton of money, so we'll have you put it in. Great. And then, in fact, I think I'm going to have you leave the detox. I think I have to go to the building itself to do so. That's fine, though. You're going to leave. And I'm going to give you this as well. You are here. Cyber surgery, eyes, display link, and Dr. Ash is the second bed, so it's fine. There we go. All right, those will be done in 5 days. I wanted those. That's, you know, just useful power. It's damage, it's crit, all wonderful stuff. Right, so let's go ahead and have time keep ticking forward until we're ready for part 7 of the next mission. Nanoscrubber's upgraded, that's good news, but I have no money, so nothing I can do about that really. Could try to sell some accounts, let's see who would buy them that I care about. No, I'm still waiting for you to limit break. And then no one else here is important to me, so yeah, I'm going to wait until Sky limit breaks, then I'll feed him. Actually, let me sell him this to put him at 100, because he's actually the most important, and I'll put him first in line. Got a tip on a Warner Braun raid, don't care. Influence limit break, there we go. So I am tempted to Puppet Master. It will bump Fadelight Blades to 7. Combat drugs to 3 as well. Combat drugs is not the most important thing, although I forget who else might have combat drugs. But I don't really care about bumping this. I think I just will run Puppet Master here. It kind of just guarantees that we're moving forward. And Fadelight Blades 8 is the last thing. So that'll be pretty chill. Let me go ahead and grab this. Although that's maybe incorrect timing, but let's see. How good is this? It is bonus influence if you complete it rather quickly, and getting Fadelight Blades 8 seems kind of nice. I may or may not run this as part of one of these episodes. I'm not sure just yet, but I get the sense that we'll be able to, as I sort by stress here, to put people in. Great, you can de-stress, and then you're in surgery. You're at 0. Okay, cool. I get the sense that we'll have time. But we're also going to get... There we go. Okay. The time has come to complete the deal. Diato will need another bodyguard to reach the appointed place and time to finalize the governance smart contract. Diato can do that in your stead. Seems like a massive delegation of power. Not interested in taking risks to my person yet. There will come a time for that, but we are still in the opening moves of this chess match. I have granted Diato executor power over my estate and shares for the evening, allowing her to complete the contract for me. The governance dust-up is ready to be planned at the Command HQ. Well, that's good news. So here's the governance dust-up. We are on a 2-part mission here. Looks like the second part is going to be on Rexspire. We're going to get some bonus XP if we complete it rather quickly. She's already at 90%, so that's going to clearly happen. But let's go ahead and get whatever leverage we need. Field Ops Center has 2 tokens. We can easily hit... oh, I don't have another use of Hype Booster or whatever. I'm actually tempted. Let's see. I'm 2 days away from field coordination. Let's do that. Let's have this come up. I want to run legwork. Reaper can go. I want to keep having different people. I've run Reaper on so many missions already that we'll just have you run this. That seems fine. We've got another legwork right here. Let's grab that as well. Let's see who can run it. Magpie is currently unable to run Jupiter Tech missions, so you can run this no problem. Have fun, buddy. Great. We'll at least run 1 token now, because I'm already capped on tokens for the moment. In fact, I'll run 2 tokens, because I'm quite confident there'll be no more legwork. That could be wrong, but it is what it is. Several people can train. I guess I didn't realize that. Let's go ahead and spend points here. We'll start with the Gunslinger-Sniper. Last point in Ricochet is more crit damage, which, again, I really don't feel like I needed. I feel like I one-shot if I crit already, as I'm using sniper rifles. If I was going for a railgun build, that would be more reasonable, but I'm not, so I don't really care. I'm tempted to bump Flush here, actually, and nerf the cover bonus more. Considering that I'm mostly just doing sniper rifle Ricochet kills, I don't really need fanning. In fact, there's a world where I unlearn these 2 points here, because I truly have not found the need for them. But I have liked the Ricochet trigger vector setup, and at some point, I mean, I could even go now and learn Deathwatch. I think it's actually probably correct. I probably should grab both Deathwatch and Skullshot. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to respec. I'm not going to bother with fanning. I'm going to still max these 2 out, as recoil is a big deal for sniper rifles, and Ricochet is just a great talent. But everything else I'm going to skip, and just double checking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get here. Yeah, it's the same number of points to path this way versus that way. I'd rather have Flush and everything else, so I'm going to respec you. I'm going to come back through here. And then I forget, let's see, do I want Will and Armor Shred or Tech and HP? I think, actually, it's legit. I want the crit chance here, because I also might go into Gunsmoke Drift and Quick Draw at some point in time. I'm not learning these in any particular order. I'll probably learn this last, to be honest. I might not need the extra bounce range, by the way, but I'll take it just to be sort of safe. So again, there's a world where I take these 3 points in Flush and really drop cover bonus, but Ricochet already kind of does what Flush does, which is handle people being in cover, and crit's usually strong enough with the pure damage from this that I don't need anymore. We're going to go into Sniper, though, as I said I was going to. And what I kind of want to go for Skullshot and Deathwatch. I think I will just learn Hit Streak here. It's not going to be that useful all the time, but I want to eventually go for Nest and for Rapid Ready. But this way I can print more action points and just kind of be a really cool version of a sniper, which I'm pretty happy with. Cyberknight has 2 points to spend. At 25 means I could grab Atomic Stutter cooldown. I could grab the last 2 in Rewind, but I think I'll take Atomic Stutter cooldown. That lets me do some really heinous things running around, to be honest. Face goes +1, lets me cap out Insider Hustle, so now I can get favors with everyone, which would be kind of nice. And then we have the Agent EX Soldier with 1 more point to go. I think I'm capped on most EX talents. Right, I was going to go up toward Smokescreen. Smokescreen is a great talent. Cool stuff there. Afterwards, I'll go into Glitch and make that more interesting. I don't have any other SMGs on payroll here. There's nothing special going on here. I'm going to have you... No, I'm not going to have you repair your deck. It doesn't matter. Right, I was going to play time till Field Coordination was done. So let's... I'm looking... There we go. It's back. Playing time forward. So this is Governance Dust Up. This is Field Coordination. This is Pass Leverage for AP and move points for 2 turns. I can grab Active Leverage. I can grab XP and Hype, which I just enjoy printing free stats. And then actually, oh, I didn't realize there's this as well. So I can get 2 move points for 2 turns on this. So we have absurd AP printing, which I'm kind of down for. Let's put other people into the trainer. So we again sort by gear, so I know who is, you know, these 4. These 5 are kind of already going on stuff. I could send you to the trainer for a bit, but you're already at 15. You're at 20. I could have you try to catch up a little bit. I think that's acceptable. And then similar for the sniper here, I think having you catch up to 15 to 20 seems also reasonable. So in you go. Although giving him a bunch of cyberware would have also been reasonable. Regardless, there's no one really to detox, so it's time to move forward. We're on all of our tasks already. Yeah, this looks fine. All right, Governance Dust Up. Diato Weathers is returning to ratify the new governance smart contract that will hold Paige DeVale and Byron Calcott's shares as collateral. However, even before Diato reaches the appointed location for a pickup, the trouble has started. Looking like it will be a long and bloody night, we need to quickly reach and extract Diato before the worst happens. Right, so I've got to run and pick her up. So I could... Let's try to get the Headhunters to show up, just because we've grabbed this, and 30% chance they will show up, click the bounty. It seems kind of fun. We'll see how that goes. We've got our mercs to deploy. Still going to run this crew. This seems fine. I am silenced on most of my gear, which is what I want. I don't have the best device tools. In fact, I'm tempted to... Oh, wait, you're actually wearing garbage. I didn't even change your gear in the slightest. Okay. What kind of stuff do I have here? I have some corpse removal, but I already have a Scourge for that. I can wear a smoke grenade, which seems worthwhile. And then... Yeah, there's not much you can do except maybe go for some kind of combat drugs. So we'll grab I'm kind of liking Caltraxia. Just here, go be durable. Although you're holding a sniper rifle, so no. Let's go over Hyper V caps. The Agent EX is a bit more frontline, and yeah, there we go. You're at least have the right stuff on. You're in an okay spot here. Metacloud Smoke Grenade is fine. We'll go for an Advanced Metacloud. It's healthier. This seems okay. Overall, reasonable with this lineup here. Again, don't have really great anti-device stuff, as I didn't invest heavily in the stealth part of the Agent EX side, but it is what it is. It should be fine. Here's the squad. Let's go ahead and run the governance dust up. As I drink some water. We're here. Time to get to work. Diato is not where she was supposed to be. Things have slid sideways here. Yeah, she's kind of in the middle of the entire enemy team. Listen up. Our priority asset, Diato Weathers, is pinned down and hiding from a sweep of D-Cartel soldiers. That isn't going to last very long. We need to move quickly. Diato is a quant and is ill-equipped for a firefight. Can you raise her on a tight band burst protocol? I'm hearing you. Glad to be hearing your voice, Cyberknight. I hope you brought the whole team. I'm pinned down pretty badly here. I can't stay hidden much longer. We're monitoring the entire situation and enemy movements as we approach. If we tell you to run for it, you go, and go fast. You'll be a sight for Soul Rise. Just get me out of here, Viking. Need to reach her and then protect her as the team extracts. If she gets injured, it won't cost us, but if she dies, the mission is a failure. We got to bring her here. Now, the fun thing is we have a bunch of free action point printing and also a lot of boxes that I kind of want to get loot from. So I'm tempted to play this as... I don't really care if I'm loud or not. I kind of just want all the free loot. And also, because she's here, she has a ton of basically vision already in terms of knowing where everyone is. And so we kind of know where all the guards already are. And so I can probably print a lot of stuff here. So what I'm going to do is delay, yield, pop tactical surge, take down at least some of the cameras. Let's take that one down. And then I'm going to try to get... Yeah, I'm going to try to get 3 people in line of sight here. So if I go right here, you're in line of sight. My range data is such that I'm going to be quite accurate here, so I'm not worried about this. Right, if I'm right here, you're within 30 meters, that's completely reasonable. This is what urban assaults are good at, is hitting multiple people at once. So we just say, hey, I'm aiming at you. We get to hit 3 people. These 2 are likely dead. You're going to be low, but not dead. Big crit. Down you go, down you go. Seems good. Downer pops. Yep, you're like definitely dying. Do I want to spend the 3 action points? I think no. Let's try to get more use out of the urban assault. And go for another shot where I have multiple people. Looks like I don't have that without going way too far forward. Like, that's only 2 AP. That's not going to be reasonable. So, okay. This is kind of as far as I get to go then. Which is fine. Full auto kills you. And then I'll check my min range. Min range is 7. So I'm just going to run here. Okay, we reveal one more bad guy. That's fine. Full auto's not guaranteed by any means, but we got what we came for. Good start here. Other than a corpse getting spotted by a camera, no one else has heard anything. Decent enough start to me. Still plenty of guards who have a turn to go. Would like to deal with that. Let me go ahead and hit trigger vector. I would like to see if Tractor can go first and use her AoE for good. So I'm going to delay. Delay again. You're going to try to do what you can. How does glitch go far? Like, if I'm here, can I glitch across that? I think no. If I had it more upgraded, maybe, but I can't really go farther and faster with this, unfortunately. And I'm barely going to be in range of stuff here. Yeah, like I can go here and just barely get this guy in range. I'm not loving that attack. If I go here, I should be able to find an angle where I get 3. There's not a ton of AP left over, but... yeah, it's go here and only have 5 AP. That's like really relying that my team has enough damage for everything else. Ooh, wait. If I use this, I get crit chance and accuracy. That seems pretty good. I'm going to use combat drugs here. Because it wasn't going to change how many shots I was going to get. So it's like, hey, let's just do it anyway. I'm going to run all the way up. Surely everything will be fine. This is not a horribly stupid risk where I can't use any action points for saving myself later. Let's Iron Grip. Let's aim lock at you. Shoot full auto. We are definitely not guaranteeing any kills here. Just kidding, we're critting, so we're the goats. That was a lot of damage. Nicely done. I'm gonna have you spend your 1 move point going there. That was pretty good. Okay, we take those. Neat stuff here overall. Okay, seems fine. Turns out having a bunch of leverage for bonus stuff every turn is pretty strong. I'm gonna have Diato keep waiting. Let's see. So you are still real. So I'd like to find a way to kill you. There's no way that's gonna be a ricochet angle, so I'm gonna have to go somewhere like maybe somewhere like this. It's not great yet, but I think it's going to be a start, and we'll figure it out. I'm going to go like here. Someone else will claim this kill. I'm not going to be worried about it. Oh, that's a guaranteed hit. I probably should have used Skull Shot to get the action points back. That was a bit of a mistake. Yeah, that's through a wall. That's through a wall. There we go. Ricochet there. Yep. Ricochet off the trash bag. It's actually, this never fails to be truly amazing. Oh, okay. I am, with a good sniper rifle, I'm honestly in love with Ricochet. It does too many hilarious things. This is actually an amazing talent. I've slept on Ricochet. Ricochet's hilarious. You do have to kind of like have enough damage to always be able to kill, but I mean, it's just so funny, the target access. Alright, well, it's time to go grab all the loot. We're gonna get some tally. I stopped equipping assault rifles, and I'm still so overpowered, even with lower level mercs, that we just have endgame gear of anything, and we just kind of win every time, I guess. So, okay. I'm sorry if the combat is not interesting, but at least we're using different tool sets for each one. Obviously, you can't really do any hacking here. I'm going to have you grab this loot and start coming back, as you're the best equipped to be on that side of the map right now. It'd be cool if we get headhunters showing up. That would add some challenge. Although hopefully not in a spot where Diato like instantly dies. Hopefully it doesn't happen. We've got a first aid kit and a dazzler. Time for turn 2. Obviously there's no guards to send. It might be the headaches, but tonight doesn't sit right. Last time I made this trip, a Ventago kill squad tried to drop on our heads. Ah, my head is going again. Just something is going to go wrong. I can feel it. I'll keep up. I just need a minute. So suffering from old wounds and crushing migraines and his low move speed at -2 AP. Let them come. That kill squad didn't slow us down. Just be ready when they come at us. I'm sure it'll be... Ah, my head. Alright. Let's see. Where are our last loot boxes? Our exit's still going to be over here. I'm going to wait for Diato. I guess Nightstorm's going to grab that. Edge is going to grab this. We're still buffed, by the way. We still have the leverage for the second turn here. Nice. We got another level 7 blade. We got a little bit of money. Let's run back towards the exit here. Obviously getting seen by cameras, but it is what it is. That's going to be an escalation by itself, I'm pretty sure. It's fine. Only, what, 2 more boxes to grab? This seems alright. Thank you, Leverage and Powerful Weapons, for making the opening turns very easy. That was 4 AP to get there. Nice, we get a blueprint for a pretty solid sniper rifle. I'm tempted, since I'm not... Yeah, I'm going to reload here. Because there's nowhere to, like... There's no rush to be anywhere, realistically. So let's put you there. That seems fine. Tractor is going to yield to Diato, who's going this way anyway, so we're not slowing down by much by grabbing loot. Cool, okay. Looks like the debuff didn't apply. I don't see the loss of action points here. It's fine, we're going to make it anyway. Alright. Let's have you reload, because you've, used all your shots. I'll have you stay right here, actually. You know what? I'm going to use Rewind on Diato for move speed and an extra charge of the 2 AP from Go Go Go. And Tractor is safe to run all the way back to the exit. Edge might not make it on his own. May have to do something about that. Actually, I probably should have gone for a line crawler here. Although it's not going to matter. We're escalating exactly once anyway. It's not a very big deal. Do I want to rewind for 10% move speed? I'm going to wait and see what the next turn looks like. If there's no spicy reinforcements, then I will use rewind to try to get him there, even though it might not reach. But if there are, I can save it for a combat talent. Escalation is tally per turn. Yep, don't care. Time for turn 3. Anything spicy? Nope, not yet. Alright, tractor gets to wait. Are you close to getting out? Not at all. Okay, there's no point using rewind then, because it's not going to make a difference. Alright, you're chilling right there. Let's go get the entire team by the exit. And we'll just wait for Diato to make her exit, and wait for Edge to get there as well. No reason to extract in case things change for some reason. Oh, I could have used this. Didn't need to, because we can't get out this turn anyway. I could still press... Oh, she's there anyway. Well, you're going to be here. You're done. You're done. Anything on turn 4? Nope. Okay. Well, let's get the team out then. No way Edge misses this. Alrighty. Mission 1 complete. By hell, I made it. I'm exfiltrating now. The asset is extracted. Alright. Well, we are still pretty strongly alpha striking guards, and then it's chill. They had the jump on us tonight. They were close to getting you pinned down, Diato. It was my fault. These old wounds slow me down. I couldn't reach the agreed upon meeting point. These enemies, they hang on us like my headaches. Once this governance contract is completed, we may need to dedicate more resources to discovering who is behind this harassment. They will drop the D-Cartel and find new hatchet men once Paige returns to the corporate towers. They may even be more dangerous then. Let's get through tonight first, with you still standing, and then we'll worry about that. That second stage must bodyguard Diato to a safe arrival at a Jupiter tower. Alrighty, time for the next stage. And of course we get all of our pre-packaged leverage. We're close now. The Jupiter tower is just ahead. And then you won't be our problem anymore, Diato. We can leave you to see how badly you gouge Byron in the final negotiations. Stick close, move when we move, and we'll get past the last wave of trouble. Need to deliver her to an extraction point. If she gets injured, it's fine, but if she dies, it's a failure. We have so much leverage that we could almost make it out. We can get it about halfway through the map in the first turn. But keep in mind there are other tools to use. I need to go for some jam kits and whatnot. Well, some line crawlers, rather. So I'm going to have, as you are one of the two who can disable things, I'm going to have you run forward a little bit. Now, worth noting, by the way, that my primary AR is not silenced. Only the secondary one is. You to get close enough to turn this thing off. And then that's going to be in range of 2 people, which I'm going to say let's do it. This seems... Actually, wait. I should wait until I can tactical surge. So let's stop for a second. Let's see. So you're going to wait. You're going to wait. Tactical surge hits the team. There we go. Now what I want to do is hit as many people as possible in a single cone. Which means something like this is going to be annoying range-wise on you. My min-range, again, is not amazing, but 7 versus 5 is not horrible. But the goal is to get 3 people into the line of fire. Which... Yeah, if I'm, like, here, 30 meters, 29 meters, and you're at 6, that should be pretty solid. And that should give me a pretty good opening here. You're going to see me, I don't care. Primary target is going to be you, so that when I crit you for downer, it's centered on you. I think that's how it works. I could be wrong. But there's the crit. So downer pops, we leave a bunch of enemies. Seems pretty good. Hit chance there isn't great, but I want to get this kill for steamroll. Actually, I already got one kill for steamroll. I take it back. Regardless, though, I'm going to run up here and shoot you. This guy's going to hear the gunfire. We can deal with that, though, at some other point in time. Damage looking kind of nice. I have quite a bit of recoil, but a bunch of evasion debuffs and a surprise target keeps it decent. We get the crit, and look at that. We get to throw out that many bullets and get the kill. Thank you, leverage, as usual. Recoil sniper rifle seems pretty good here. Got to move a bit farther forward. That's fine. I'm thinking somewhere central makes sense. Actually, maybe it doesn't. Nah, I think central makes sense. We can clean this up with somebody else. I want to get direct line of sight on this guy so I don't have to use ricochet. If I can help it. There's somewhere like... Yeah, somewhere like this seems pretty reasonable here for this play. This guy here, gunfire. It's fine, though. His first shot guaranteed. Just about. I'm going to go for skull shot because it's very likely. Right? If I min roll damage, I don't get it. But if I roll higher, it'll get him. So this seems likely. I'll go for it. We didn't get the kill. Sucks to suck. Second shot knocks him down. And then... off the truck onto the guard captain. Surely that's fine. What could possibly go wrong there? It's still funny every time to me. I can't not fall in love with that. I'm going to have you run this way, actually. Well, the CK should. CK needs to turn his camera off, so I'm just going to have you grab this loot box. We have a couple of alerted guards, though. Got to be a little careful here. Nice. Even more of those pistol mods. We're just swimming in those at this point. You're going to run. He's suspicious. That's fine. I got to be careful about needing to brainware him. For now, it's fine, though. Let's run up, swing the bat. I'm not using my Agent EX and probably should be. Okay, we see more bad guys here. That's good to know. Strike 1 is pretty good. Well, that's a guaranteed kill on strike 2. I think we just take it. It's fine. Down you go. I'm going to delay and see who else can try to clean this up. Let's see, is your gun silenced? Noise at 30. Not silenced, but it's not super loud. So I can maybe get to a spot where I can get a shot. Okay, let's go ahead and hit this. Should I have you run up and get the kill? That should snap. I can have her use the advanced dazzler as well to clean this up and make it look kind of decent. It will give me a nice long-range stun. Shouldn't need it, but I might consider it still. Okay, I'm now in range. I think full auto here is fine. I'm gonna... yeah, let's go full auto. Dazzler takes 2 AP. Let's just use it. Let's just not have to worry about it at all. Off you go. Alright, tractor. Yeah, I can put you in range. Out of earshot of these guys. The gun is only so loud, even though it's not silenced. Double check the data real quick. Or did I silence it? No, yeah, the noise is just only 30 meters, so it's like not that big of a deal. Alright. I already hit Iron Grip earlier, so let's go ahead and aim lock you. And the kill's almost guaranteed. Yep, okay, stun wasn't needed. Didn't know that. Is what it is. Aim lock is up for next turn. Edge can just kind of run a bit forward. I think we can jump over this. Maybe we can't. Oh, wait, right here. No, wait. I could have sworn you can get over this somewhere. Whatever. It's not the end of the world if we can't. First turn is fine. No tally, no escalations. We're chilling. Not cleaning up the corpses, but it's fine. Just get me to this meeting. I'll be fine. Don't have to do much. Just finalize the new governance contract. Get me to that Jupiter Tower. Byron is waiting at the Terapian & Sons mainline terminal in one of the offices. Terapian & Sons? Yeah, the one and only. The Jupiter subsidiary. They are the smart contract house that everyone uses. The Daedalus Bloc governance contract is there, and so will the new collateral contract between our employers. The same we just hacked for Paige DeVale? Not possible. Too risky. She isn't playing a risk game. But does it add up? I can't think straight. Everything's off. Paige was so keyed up tonight. She wouldn't risk this deal, wouldn't risk coming out of the dark. We've planned this so long. My head. I'll keep up. I just need a minute. Move speed and minus AP. Sure. Yep. She's sad. There's the debuff. Yeah, we can jump over right there. Should I let these guys have their turn just in case they do something funky? They shouldn't be, but let's just be cautious for a bit. Have you run here. That should snap. You can turn off cameras as needed. Figure generating less tally is a good thing in general. Nice. Okay, cool. We get 2 more armors. Let's turn off that camera. It's sure to see me. Let's reload. And I'm going to beat you in initiative, right? Like, I'll drop you to 16 here. My min roll... Yeah, okay. For sure, my minimum initiative roll is still better than your maximum, so... Or your current, so... I'm fine. I actually min rolled is the funny thing. That's why I checked. It's like, as long as my min roll is better, we're going to be okay. And it was, and so I moved. Another nanostorm this weekend. Oh, he found a corpse. He's running up. Actually guessed correctly. Good for you, buddy. Though that's not going to matter. This is part 2 of this mission, so I am willing to use ammo or like battery charges, and it's totally fine. You can see me, and I do not care. Strike 1. It's a lot of damage. Strike 2, probably a kill. Whew. Went flying. And then, for fun, you can run up here and shoot a shotgun at him. This guy, am I worried about him acting up later this turn? Hang on. There's really no good way to kill you. Well, actually, it's going to be a decent chance here. I'm going to run up and use... Because I'm still buffed by aim lock, so I can run up, hit Iron Grip, and then get some decent damage here, and it's probably going to go pretty well. Here's Iron Grip. Here's pretty good shots. Yep, down you go. That gives me a move point. I'm going to shoot first. Good chance at shredding. I get it. I get a second move point. Oh, I didn't realize extra automatic can actually trigger more than once a turn, right? Cool. All right. I mean, you already know I'm here, so I'm just going to run towards his exit. Let's see, I'm going to have Night Song grab the loot here, and look at that, you're in range to shoot him? You don't say. Decent stuff here. Kind of glad I grabbed random crap. There we go. Off the block right here. Into his eyes. Put him down. I still love it every single time. It's still cool every single time. I don't think there is a more thematically awesome and hilariously fun talent in Cyber Knights. That's just so funny every time. Alright, well, everyone's been cleaned up. Cameras, of course, have seen some stuff. Ooh, I bypassed everything by hitting enter right as the turn ended, and it skipped over whatever the escalation was going to be. I mean, it was landmines, I can tell, but... Need to knock this out. Unfortunately, no one on my team has any more tools for this. Wait, no, I can get around this. I can rewind into using... line crawler. That should be okay. Diablo's going to run towards the exit. Still debuffed for now. You're done. Okay, you need to rewind my Agent EX, which is Tractor. I can yield. Tractor can now line crawler the mine back down. I also could have used Glitch and gotten out that way. That would have been fine. But, wanted to use more creative problem solving. That, you know, truly wasn't required. But I wanted to anyway. It's like leaving the keys up on the table. I just wanted to. Alright, cool. We're in a good spot. We'll see what happens on turn 4, but we're obviously pretty much chill otherwise. If we get any events, just get us out of here, Viking. I keep looking over my shoulder, waiting for the hover to drop. I'll keep up. I just need a minute. Low move speed and -3 AP. She really isn't moving. Can you make it on this turn? Absolutely not. No. To be fair, I did make her stop to shoot her gun a few times, so that kind of slowed me down some, but... We can at least tactical search next turn. Actually, what I could have been doing, and should have actually done, is use rewind for move speed and using your talent more. That would have been a positive thing to do. My mistake. Here's escalation finally as reinforcements. Alrighty. Well, I think we're good to go here. You guys are too far away to actually threaten me. I can go for damage if I wanted to, but now we're fine. Tactical Surge, just truly make sure Diato has the action points to get away. We're going to clearly be done by the end of turn 12. Here you go. And you make it with, like, 6 action points to spare. Tonight will be a very important evening for our future, Diato. I can feel it. I'm glad to be off the streets. Something has been gnawing at me all night, making me look over my shoulder. Quants have an almost preternatural feeling these kinds of things, just like our Cyber Knight. Come in, be safe, relax. Let's review the governance contract one final time. Once our strengths are combined, we'll be able to protect the Daedalus Bloc. He keeps saying protect, but I'm starting to hear control. The D Cartel know know when they've been beat. They've scattered. Let's clear out of here. We get a cool in-engine cutscene. And an explosion. The hell was that? Damn it, we're still close enough to pick up Diato's signal locator. Nothing. Dead line. Byron isn't responding either. Diato knew something wasn't quite right. Whatever's happening, it's time that we weren't here anymore. Get me Paige. We need to talk. Uh-oh. Trying to raise Paige. Nothing from the Quant or Byron. Wait, I got Paige. Hope you're safely clear of the Jupiter Tower by now. We are. We couldn't wait around with so many different Milset groups swooping in to secure the area. What the hell happened, Paige? You don't seem surprised. How is it related to the hack at Trappian & Sons? We warned Diato about it, but she was half out of it. We hacked Trappian for you. What did you do to the smart contract that Byron is signing? You aren't surprised because you did this. We underestimated your cunning, including Byron. Tell us the truth. If you don't, we're done. Yeah, we should say that we're smart. You're cunning. We know. You aren't surprised because you did this. We all underestimated your cunning, including Byron. You underestimated me, perhaps, because of the stories Byron told you that I needed rescuing from the shadows. And Byron, well, he was convinced that he found me, not the other way around. Wait, did you want to be found? What con did you pull on Byron? You'll come to understand that we were both cons and we were both marks. I just struck faster. The collateral smart contract at Trappian & Sons, that was the hoodwink. The first thing you need to know is that Byron was a Ventago agent. It's true he was a longtime supporter of the Daedalus Bloc and one of the founding members, but they had flipped him with pressure and money. If what you're saying is true, then Byron is looking for you in order to expose you to a Ventago plot. You're sharp, so take that another step forward. Byron was working for Ventago, then it was their money pouring into the bribes and pushing him to take risks. It was Ventago making the decisions, and they forced him to take risks he might not otherwise consider. The collateral smart contract locked up all of his shares. All of them. When he actually agreed to that, I knew all my intel, pinning him as a Ventago agent, was true. So I let Byron draw up the governance smart contract at Trappian & Sons. Since he authored it, it was nice and clean, simple and safe. You can't change a smart contract without detection because every change is right there in the crypto chain. Byron would have seen it a mile away. Instead, with the help of my bribed insider, a virus was deployed into the contract signing relay. That little virus lay dormant until it came time to sign the contract. A little address switch in the Trappian & Sons relay in the final milliseconds, and consider him fished. So Byron ratified your contract, not the one he constructed, and promptly locked up all his shares in it. Traders siding with Ventago deserve no less. Of course, the smart contract he actually ratified transfers all of his shares to me in the event of his death. So you murdered him for his shares? How'd you get a bomb in there past personal security? You even kept Diato in the dark, but why didn't you wait until she was clear to make the kill? If I had allowed Byron to walk away from the meeting, my deception would have been uncovered in minutes. Ventago would have hid him away forever, safe somewhere in a box. No, it had to happen the second the contract was ratified. That was my only shot. And the deadly weapon was right there. The bomb? How? The bomb had already gotten past Byron's personal security and their scanning tech once. The second time, they were even more lax. Diato. There's no she was carrying an explosive device. The headaches. I brought Diato back from the dead. It took a year and millions of UDs to put her corpse back together. And you spliced in a cranial bomb under her Quant's rider. It was nearly undetectable. Byron's security missed it twice. For a long time, she nursed the delusion that the GCC would forgive her absence these long years and allow her to be reinstated as a legal Quant. It was better this way. She didn't even know what you were doing at all. In the end, she trusted you. In the end, it had to be this way. The ends justify the means. Now, I've completed my opening move. Now Ventago knows I am dangerous. Now is when I really need your help. I had to keep you in the dark. I had to strike with cunning. Keep working with me, and we will run the board. Before we found you, we helped Byron in the hunt for another missing shareholder. We will continue in your employ, but I can't lie and say this doesn't shake our trust. If you rug pull us again, we are done. Cunning and ruthless are aces in a winning hand. That's the side we want to be on. Story has flipped tonight in a big way. You need to process the events and recalc. Then let you know you're a monster. You murdered Diato to get the shares. We won't work together again. Let's run down the alternate path here. Before we found you, we helped Byron in the hunt for another missing shareholder. We hacked a coordination matrix host for Talia Strauss and injected a virus. So Byron could try to initiate contact to draw the shareholder out for Ventago, just like with me. Then Talia is at risk. I will try to find a way to get a warning to her. I may need your help. Those of us in the Daedalus Bloc who went underground, most of us went deep. Talia will not be easy to reach, but her life and shares likely depend on it. It shakes our trust. If you rug pull us again, we're done. The stakes were very high, and I could not risk it. That Diato, you, or anyone else would cause... Sorry. Could not risk it. Yeah. I could not risk that Diato, you, or anyone else would cause suspicion. I kept you in the dark, but if we go farther, if we go forward as planners, I won't do it again. Remember, they came hunting me. They just didn't know that I'd be the real hunter. I will contact you again soon. Our work is far from done, and every step from here needs a Cybernite's skill set. When Paige is ready to give us new work, in the machinations of the Daedalus Bloc, she will reach out with another job. Until then, keep yourselves busy. Get some nice XP. Thanks Hype Booster. Thanks bonus stats. Thanks everything else. Solid stuff all around. Good amount of payment here. 1 million post-taxes. Pretty positive. Detoxing. Have some training to do. Let's go spend these. CK is done on this one. We'll keep investing in Rewind. Could go towards Sync. Obviously, we're at a point where we're outstriking all the time, but... I mean, I don't really feel like I need these top 3. I probably could skip them. And it means that I can move... Let's go from the top. Let's grab Reaction Initiative. And let's go for Sync after all. We'll start investing here. Other options are grabbing even better pre-computed. If you're going to use it anyway, you can use it to donate a move point to somebody else, basically. Right? 1 AP to cast, 1 AP to somebody else. Get more charges and make it easier used, but, you know, whatever. Can make Interference Spike AoE and give it a solid minus 11 initiative to try to get people to underflow their turn. Can make Look Ahead, have minus move speed on it, which I don't care about too much. And then this stuff here doesn't really matter. We could spend all the points traveling all the way up here to grab Ult Pump. But it's so far away. I'd be like level 32 by the time I get like good points here. Like 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, or 30, 31. I don't really need the armor and stuff, but we can get like the duration, the cooldown. So we have like reasonably high uptime on this, but yeah, it's 4 points for the extra duration here. It's just so out of the way, and a lot of points here are like, oh, 5 HP and a stat I don't care about, or care a little about, and like 2 actually versus drones. Like, unfortunately, all the attribute nodes here are kind of bad, which makes me, you know, not really want to grab these. Anyway, yeah, I grabbed this. I'm going to go grab Sync next level. Higher initiative is always kind of nice. Let's see who can take more. Actually, I want to give you the recoil triangle so that you have better recoil control. We have enough strength that we're mostly fine at hitting surprise targets, but I'm not in Soldier, so actually getting some recoil control is a good thing. Let's go there. As far as armors and whatnot, I've got another Apex Lattice, which I don't really care much about what's going on here. Got these those 2 vests still. This steel core is still kind of whatever. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell at least 1 of these for money. As far as spare weapons, I have this Deco Slice that we had a duplicate of already. I'm going to sell you off. Just go for money. I have 2 Impact Paradoxes. You already have mods. I'm going to sell you for cash. Great. Don't really want the level 4 E-Rifle that badly, but I'll hold it for now. Could sell some of these ARs, but I'm going to hold on for a minute. Let's see. We have some files and blueprints we could probably sell. Here's a file set I can mint together. Actually, level here doesn't matter unless... Yeah, level doesn't matter at all. We'll go to level 4, actually. It rounds down every time, so there's not much to really plan for. And then... There's that. Look for file sets that I can sell. Yeah, a lot of little baby ones that are easy to get rid of. And some of these are full of influence. Yeah, Bimmer's already gotten this, so let's go ahead and try to sell some of these to him and get him back up. This one's worth a lot of good money as well. Want to sell something more expensive like this. Let's try to put... Yeah, there we go. Let's see if we capped him out yet or not. I'm not sure just yet. How are you feeling? You at 100 yet? Yep, you're at 100. Great. We triggered the chance to duplicate. We got that going. That's good. Money's a little bit awkward here. Yeah, let's go field ops up to 5. Just more field ops tokens overall seems decent. Do kind of want more money than I've currently got. I want to keep going for surgery if I can, but let's see. Let's sell a bunch of item blueprints. Just a bunch of these that I'm not going to build in any other way. Great. That's a good amount of cash. Weapons that I might want to sell. I've got too many urban assault blueprints here. Anything else I have duplicates of, I will happily sell. Let's see. Yeah, I've got 2 sets of these. We can sell one of them. Joe's already capped out, so I'll sell it to Dusty, because Dusty will then gain a little bit of influence. Similar here for the heavy automag. We'll sell one of these to Dusty. I've got 2 Horizon Blade blueprints. We'll sell one to Dusty. Let's see. Outlaw long sights. Don't need 2 of those. Strober, Matchmaker, long sight. I've already got one, but I might craft another at some point. Who knows? Got a lot of these, so I will sell some of these off. By the way, a really efficient way to use blueprints is to craft one of them, then sell the other. The 1 out of 2 charge blueprint still counts as 10 influence, so you can kind of... You get half money, but you can get the influence that way still. A couple of heavy rail darts. We'll sell one of these. Now he's at 80, so he's in line. Same thing here with the Doomhammer. Can sell an extra copy. I'm going to put him at 100 anyway, because I want him to be in front of other people in line. I don't spy any other duplicates here, so... And I don't know if he buys armor blueprints or not. In fact, I'm pretty confident he does not, so it's kind of useless otherwise. It's fine. I think him being at 90 is okay for now. Let's go ahead and have time tick forward. Actually, let's detox people as needed. Who is the most stressed? Let's send them. There you go. You can detox. Great. Influence limit break. Paige ready for a power play. Yeah, I mean... You're kind of already on one, but sure. Hey, sweet. We finally got a height limit break for the face, which means I'm going to go for a persuasion, which will give us more... Actually, no. Let's get your loyalty to 60. That will make you have slightly better limit breaks in the future. Let's see. Yep, just going to play time forward. We can exfiltrate somebody at some point. Automag Cobra is done. Great. That lets me equip my Agent EX with slightly better guns now. And we can try to make more apt comparisons. So, I'm going to remove the mods and unequip this rapid fire. So the Uzi, modded up, versus the... Actually, hold on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Cobra on and be like, hey, here's what the gun is. Right? And we baked on the grip for accuracy and recoil. We baked on the reflex sight. We random rolled a 5 accuracy grip body mod. We random rolled max range and arc here. Wow, so max range of 27. Turns out I would have actually been happy with plus optimal somewhere if I had the blueprint, but I didn't have one. But it means there's a... we can take a 49% accuracy decrease if we want to hit at max range, but 27 meters is still pretty nice. Let's go to the other one real quick, since we can freely mod both of these. What I want to do is unequip this, detach this, and then do a direct comparison. So the Uzi compared to the Automag Cobra. So the Cobra's in green and red. So the Cobra is more accurate. It is more damage per bullet by a lot. Minus 14 ballistic plus 55 pure is absurd. If I get a third target, it's close. I would ballpark the ballistic weapon as... And I guess it's kind of not fair because, like, the barrel mod adding flat damage per bullet is better on with more bullets, so okay, asterisk this. But that notwithstanding, more accurate, more damage per bullet, more armor shred per bullet, more max range. But the optimal range actually truly matters here, since there's going to be a lot of middle ground where, you know, if I'm shooting at 24 meters, the other gun is perfectly accurate. If I'm shooting at 25, I can't shoot at all, and I'm, you know, relatively inaccurate. Arc's close enough to not matter. Noise close enough that I can suppress it, no problem. Reload AP, we have seen, is not a big deal. We never run out of action points. Recoil could matter, but I have Iron Grip, so I'll say that if I'm hitting only 2 targets, Automag is clearly superior. If I'm hitting 3, let's do the quick math again with the barrels attached. I don't think there's a better way of doing it than this, unfortunately. But if we do as a loud gun, which one's better, and we now compare, again, the Uzi is now in red and green. I mean, you can try to do the math again. It's still 50 ballistic versus whatever, but let's see. So if they have 50% armor, we'll just pretend that's the number. We're looking at roughly 70 plus 22 is 90 something. And if we do the same thing here, we're looking at like 65 plus 75 is like 140. So it's still 50% more damage per bullet versus 50% more bullets. If we're reliably, constantly hitting 3 people every single time, it's close. But That's probably not happening. So what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to use this as my silenced gun. Actually, ooh, the fact that it hurts optimal range is a problem. Okay, no. I'm going to use this as my loud gun. Even though, like, damage per bullet is a bigger downside, like, right, we're not getting as much damage per bullet on this gun because there's only so many bullets. And the downside of the suppressor on this is a bigger deal because there's a large number of bullets. The reason is for optimal range, actually. That cutting the optimal range by another 2 with the suppressor means I'm optimal at 18, whereas this one is optimal at 22, which is just a lot more usable. Sure, they're both going to be, you know, roughly outside the vision range of enemies, but I'm feeling like this is the better setup here. This is going to do more damage for sure, basically all cases. We get some really nice crit damage as well, which is kind of cool. We baked on a little bit from this stuff here, mostly from this. I don't think we got it from anywhere else. It's just... But yeah, why do I have plus 58 above normal? Where's that coming from? We've got 22 here, but... Oh, it's from this. It's right. There's a flat crit damage buff from the barrel, which I forgot about. That's actually quite meaningful, of course. All right, well, there's the gun training being done. Can spend a point on our sniper here. This is as done as it's going to be. That's as done as it's going to be. It's going to go into soldier for iron grip points. So let's go and do percent generation down. Seems fine. Scourge can go +1 here. I'm going to keep going into Venom Trap. I was going to go up this way for duration. Let's keep doing that. 19 goes here, and then at 20 or something, I might go into this stuff and bump Biocoat Bullet for funsies. Team looks pretty alright. Got some pretty good money. Is there anything else I want to craft? I think a revolver, right? Revolver and an E-rifle are kind of the next setup here. So I don't love the range is kind of funky here, but it's still probably the right option. So we grab a barrel. We obviously can't put silencers or barrel mods on, or silencers or ammo mods on. But I grab a reflex, a grip, and a barrel. So actually, this is kind of nice. Mid-optimal going down is useful. That means I can use it at shorter ranges better. The arc doesn't matter, the accuracy does. We can grab the only grip we have, which is this guy, but that's pretty good for accuracy and recoil. We have the only barrel we have. It's a level 3, unfortunate, but it's still going to let us roll a barrel mod. And then crit chance seems good no matter what, so we'll go here. Seems good overall. All right, we're baking on 3 things to bake on some mods. Min's going to go down to 9, which is pretty playable. Arc doesn't really matter except for Overwatch, so who cares there, but we're adding 11 accuracy. We're adding some more crit damage, and more crit damage here. It's going to be kind of nice. Let's go ahead and make this. 100% chance for intrinsic. Let's go. Seems good. Legworks are guaranteed here. We're going to let that fail. As much as I wouldn't mind getting some influence on Bimmer, he's already at 100, so I don't care. He is getting some exposure, but it's not a big enough deal for me to care about that either. So let's keep going. Made some friends at the spaceport. We got favors and influence. Didn't have to shoot any pirates. Got some favors and influence. That's going to fail. I don't care. It feels good coming to you as a partner now, Viking. My insider at TNS has given me the go-ahead that things are cooled down enough. Need you to hack a specific validation server. It is a cluster of hosts responsible for sniffing smart contract changes for malicious code, bugs, or infractions of their rules. We'll deploy a viral spike to one of the hosts in the cluster, and it can replicate its code across the set over the next few weeks. The infected hosts will operate perfectly, except they will fail to report a very specific, very simple type of contract code error. And you'll be proposing a change to the Daedalus Bloc governance contract that includes this error? Yes. I'll start the change proposal. If we're lucky, no one will catch the tiny code mistake in it, expecting TNS's process to sniff for anything malicious. And their validators will be sniffing, but they'll miss this one. The mysterious voting block you're facing off against, the Ventago flips, won't they just vote your change down? If it's close enough, if it can survive all the objections, procedural votes, attempted reconciles, and rewrites, then I will cast my votes to tip it over the edge. Sounds risky. Will it be worth it? We're fast on our feet, Viking. Let's adapt the plan as we go, but the first step is hacking the TNS validator. Cluster drop, ready to be planned, the command HQ. Alright, well this should be, if I recall correctly, part 8. We just did part 7. And so cluster drop is here, and we're going to... Turns out we didn't get head-on anyway last time, but we're going to bring... Yeah, so Magpie won't go. She hates Jupiter. We can bring Happy. We're going to still bring you to this. And let's grab other leverage as needed. It's only an orange host, not a big deal here. hacking station, though. And we're here. Well, let's add some IO. We can't sniff out anything here. We can throw on valuable accounts and try to greed out. And let's add some AP and IO here as well. Just make it, you know, make it useful and pretty quick. It's a really good payday. She'll be in line. Well, she'll be gaining some influence. Our marker's ready to go. It's time for part 8. You know what to do, Happy. Jack in and get cutting. Ethereum stable, dropping in. Alrighty, here is our host. Let's go load our stuff. Let's take our leverage on as well. If I have to reconnect, this will repop, by the way. It's kind of nice. Load all the things. And let's start moving forward. So I'm going to go for blocking tally above all else. I can always reconnect for connection health. It's not a big deal. This is going to have to get nuked. It's not the end of the world. 1 active, 2 passive. Let's chill. Let's see. AP cost, then connection use. We move up. We get another really annoying one. It is what it is. Null op. Lose some connection health. We're getting a little bit low, but it's okay for now. I'm going to load whatever program I need to in its face. It's fine. AP cost, then load this, then go. Great. We scan. We see more of this. Now, I will at some point need nuke, but I will load it next turn. So it's going to be just my... Actually, no, this one looks not as painful. Damage to me on action. That's fine. There are traps here. The traps are load a program, exit the node. Not a big deal still. I have 46 AP left. Only 1 scan, which means I can't... no, I have enough IO. No, I don't actually. Wait, no, I have room for 150. Okay, I have enough IO that I can load scan afterwards. So I'm going to go here. Oh, I forgot. I didn't turn this off because I'm griefing. This popped and I'm stupid. Had to do that first. I got some free tally for that. Null op. We didn't kill everything. Let's scan for it. That's really unfortunate. Load this. It got immediately taken out. It got picked. Okay. I'm going to walk back. I lose all my programs. It's fine. I can end my turn. I have no programs. I have to... Okay. I'll walk all the way back here. I could use blue juice for the AP. I don't need to. I have a million turns here. I'm going to load decoy and just be like, hey, I'll just do more next turn. I don't care. I got unlucky, though. It's too bad. All right. So I need to load all my sweet tools again. Great. The tools are loaded. Decoy is on. We're chilling. It's my fault for the other mistake, though. Unload on any action. I'm just going to deception use so that I can take attack, blow it up. That's everything gone. That's the CPU spiked. Digital destruction, I am. Virus deployed, well played. And, of course, we can get free loot first because, of course, we can. So let's see. We have anti-trap. We have anti-passive. It's going to be chill no matter what. Use a program, load a program, download access. Okay, we'll disarm you. Don't load any programs. Got it. And then we'll go on the right-hand side. Here's some of the accounts we injected, I'm pretty sure. Load a program, download access. Okay, well, don't load any programs. Got it. Reroute, not a big deal. Okay. That's those done. That's the mission complete. Safely disconnect. And we're done. We got what we came for. Okay. The viral spike has been released into the validator cluster. The process of spreading the worm will be slow but steady. Soon the validators will be primed. Need to prepare my proposal to change the Daedalus Bloc governance. When Paige is ready to give us new work in the machinations of the Daedalus Bloc, she'll reach out to us with another job. Until then, we must keep ourselves occupied. Sure. Gain some XP. Good number of accounts. Source code D2. We'll see what that goes to. Because I'm honestly not sure. I never remember. Threaded quantum compressor. Dragline. Okay. Still nothing special here. That's fine. Yeah, I don't care about these missions. We're about an hour in, so I'm probably not going to run the next Daedalus Bloc mission in this recording. In fact, I'll probably end it relatively soon, but I want to go ahead and get what surgeries on that I can. So let's see. Of those, oops, that's incorrect. Of those who'd be running missions and actually would care, you're in soldier, you're already a soldier. I should give you some stuff here, I think. Oh, wait, I wanted to give Emil some stuff. Yes, you have the filter and M-Jack. So I wanted to give you legs so that I could give you the skeleton slot. So Thunders 2 to mitigate more move speed from Splice Mock. Great. And then I'm going to do the same here for my Scourge, who's running melee a fair bit. And so you've already got chipped reflexes in, which is fine. Let's see. So the legs cost about 600k, 14 days. The lungs cost much less and is also faster. So I'm going to start here. That seems fine. And then when that's free, you can grab more stuff here. You're done in a sec. After display link, I'll have you grab more. Let's go ahead and let time tick forward. Great, those are all done. You're not quite full on options. I don't really want these. I don't want the dual hull. I don't care about this. I mean, I could, I guess, but I don't care enough. I just grabbed that, sorry. I don't care about any of these skin options here. Like, I could grab this just to get evasion and some stealth crit damage, even though I would never actually be a Vanguard. Weirdly, this is, you know, not a terrible, terrible 2 lines of text, but it's also kind of troll. Chip reflexes, yep, that's nice. Don't really need any of this stuff here. I could grab some of these and be like, hey, if I take damage, I will start healing, and just like kind of help guarantee I don't get one shot. Because what happens, right, when you take damage, immediately heal. And at the end of each turn, which should mean if I ever take enough damage to, like, oh, you're bleeding out, I immediately heal above bleeding out, and then I'm really safe. And so in a way to, like, make sure I don't get in a bad spot in an Iron Man situation like this, we can just grab this. It's relatively cheap. It's relatively safe, and it's like, cool, I can, like, kind of guarantee my guy doesn't die. Should work that way. And in fact, I could put it in most of my people, and it would be pretty reasonable. But for now, it's, you know, no biggie. Let's again grab it in who's stressed. You're at 10. Go ahead and detox. Influence limit break. Fadelight Blades 8. Perfect. That's what I wanted. We've capped it out. Let's go ahead and inspect what that looks like here. Oops, wrong place. Market. Weapons. Bimmer has his Fadelight Blades. And so the baby one is the Rio Edge. That becomes the Night Song Edge level 5, which is 2 accuracy, 20 damage, 1 shred. Extra ammo is nice as well. Night Song to 0 Edge is a bit of an improvement. 2 accuracy, 80 damage, 4 shred, still 3 ammo. Then we go from the 0 Edge to the Tiger Fang. They actually start getting pretty good here. So the Tiger Fang is a really, really solid whopping 538 kinetic. 2 more shred, everything else looking pretty good. Worth pointing out, it's still 220 on the pure damage there, so nothing too spicy. And then the final one is the Heat Song Viblade. Weirdly, does a lot less damage. The benefit is a 4th slot here, and the pure damage goes up to 280. Also, the stealth kill goes from 110 to 180. So the reason to run the Heat Song Viblade is +1 charge. The charges do another 60 pure damage, which makes up for the lack of 80 kinetic every single time. And the fact that you crit for, instead of 1.5, 3.3. Which pretty much says, look, if I'm going to use things like improved power slice, and I'm going to find ways to stack crit chance, it's better for that reason. If you're not doing that, Tiger Fang is generically a really, really good damage. Like, this, I mean, if I could craft this and put on, you know, 4 intrinsics, then it would probably compete with things like the Doomhammer. But realistically, if I can just craft the Doomhammer or an Eviscerator, which is the level 6 craftable Plaza Edge type, I guess they're always Plaz something. Anyway, whatever. But so I'm going to call it like a Plaz. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't call it a Plaz sword as a way of like describing it. Regardless, I would probably take an Eviscerator in pure damage, or in just strict damage terms, if I was able to use intrinsics. But otherwise, it's going to be pretty nice, especially if you have a lot of bonus kinetic or a lot of strength to get kinetic as pure. Looks pretty good overall. So I think that means Bimmer has capped all of his traits. Yep, he's done. Let's see. Well, just like for funsies, right? Who are people that would actually maybe get limit breaks that I would care about? You can get armor blueprints. I don't care. You're capped out. Cybernetics 4 is fine. I don't mind doing it. Dr. Knife can get Cybernetics 4 as well, but Fast Patch and Partner means she's like rather have her be the doctor than somebody else, so generally superior. You don't do anything useful. I can still bump Rook prototypes on you, but you're already in line at 90, so no rush here. Exposure's up to 50, by the way, because I keep dodging him. Milsec items, someone else might need them, so double check on that one, but I might not have Milsec items anywhere else. You're capped. Combat drugs too, but Bimmer has combat drugs capped, so you're useless. Kirsa sells Street Mill, but I think other people already sell Street Mill. Combat drugs, again, already capped out. Hacking drugs, though, actually of use. I don't have a lot of access to those. I think no one else has those. Capped out Doctor. Not useful. Yeah, you have capped out Street Mill items, so no one needs that one. Cyberdeck's already capped out on the other guy, so I don't care about this. Item blueprints is whatever. Again, another combat drugs and other medical items, but again, they're capped out on somebody else. Street wetware capped out. Medical items already capped out. Anti-security is capped out. Yep, see, you've got all those for me already. Wendigo, again, more combat drugs, which I've already got. So it looks like the only things I've got left to unlock are Dusty for Rook prototypes, 2 more limit breaks, but you're already in line. And then Lorelei, where I kind of want hacking drugs to come up. So I can hit Coke Aspire here. She's got hacked files in the set. Great. Matrix file hunt. Wonderful. If I care. Let's see. Well, this should be quick. I'll just run it. Although I believe Matrix file hacks are still... Oh yeah, you need to take the cyberdeck from her. Manage cyberdeck. Change deck. You can grab that garbage. Let's come back to you. Equip deck. That thing. Great. Looks good. Oops, wrong thing. Swap loadout. You are on Hackerman's 2. Here's your stuff. Great. Let's run this real quick. Should be pretty chill. We'll skip the dialogue. I don't care. Just going to run it really quickly. Get some pay data. Of course, she's experienced and powerful, so we should get even fewer escalations overall. Tally, AP, let's block Tally. Although, actually, I generate so little Tally, it probably shouldn't matter. But connection health is, like, truly close to irrelevant. Need to reload active here. I can probably skip on passive. AP, then Tally. I'm a little bit short on... Wait, I can go here. There we go. Alright, CPU has been found. It's right up there. I've got Scapegoat loaded, so I can null op to kill everything. All 4 got blocked. There's my spike. And then let's go here. Damage to cyberdeck any action. Scan for the other piece. It is if you download, and download here. Skip the dialogue. Skip the dialogue. Those parts are done. Great. Great. Don't have a lot of tools for this. I might just null up it because I can. Actually, ooh, I don't have any points left to... I wanted to load Scapegoat before I went to null up this, so I'm tempted to just sit here and do nothing. Because I want to generate no tally from this encounter. Keep the Matrix nice and safe. Let's end there. Let's load our second Scapegoat. Walk over. Don't read any text. I don't care. Friends program loading. That is skippable. Let's start by going up, because we already know it's here. Oh, actually, we got a download to grab. Great, now we can go here. Any action, load a program, okay. Download access blocked. Cool. Got one more charge of null op. I'm actually pretty tempted to just run over here and hit this. I don't really care. Great, that's everything gone. There's the last part of the bio formula. Look at us go. I gotta say, only getting one actual tally per thing done means you just don't escalate at all. The 2 charge of Scapegoat also helps, don't get me wrong. The double block of Spoof is very nice. You know, just pretty clean. Anyway. Easy mission completion. A little bit of influence. A little bit of money. No big deal. But yeah, I am going to not play any more time forward because we're already an hour in, and I can't guarantee the next episodes are going to be pretty quick. So, got what we came to get. Did what we wanted to do. And... Oh, let me actually see if I can generate favors. Why not? Let's have 2 favors, everybody, just because we can. You're at 3. Dr. Ash is at 8. We'll get 1 from Ghoul, because why not? Not that I really care. Tosco's at 5. You're at 7. You're at 3. 0 from Potato. I don't really care, though. I have favors from a different Wire Ghost. Dusty's at 6. Wendigo's only at 1. Scott's at 0. I don't care about you. Lorelei, I care about. I'm at 4 already. Greg doesn't matter. Valerie's at 9. It's funny that I can click Baby Jack. That is kind of funny to me, actually. Anyway, so I was going to go and... Who was it going to be? It was going to be the Corpo VP, right? In case I had some reason I cared. Here. Owe me a favor, buddy. Alright. That's going to do it for me this episode. We will have 2 episodes to go for the... I think, if I recall correctly, for the Daedalus Bloc. Should be fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.